In the endless fields of Hutchinson, Kansas, a young boy named Michael Turner lay on the grass, his eyes fixed on the planes crossing the vast sky. Born in 1948 to a World War II veteran and a schoolteacher, Michael's dreams were woven with stories of Allied pilots and bombers. Someday, he'd tell his father, "I'll fly among the clouds too." This wasn't just a child's fantasy, it was a promise. Growing up, Michael's fascination only deepened. At 15, he took a job cleaning hangars at the local airport. There, a retired Air Force pilot named Bill Harris took him under his wing. Bill taught him more than just the mechanics of a plane. He taught him about the soul of flying. Flying isn't just moving through the air, Bill would say. It's trusting yourself when everything shakes. These words would become the compass for Michael's entire life. In 1968, as America was torn apart by the Vietnam War, Michael felt the same call of duty his father had answered years before. He enlisted in the U.S. Army and was sent to Fort Rucker, Alabama, to train as a helicopter pilot. The training was a crucible of relentless heat and punishing drills, designed to forge soldiers from boys. Many quit, but Michael thrived. His natural instinct and unwavering calm made him a standout cadet. In a letter home, he wrote, "I don't know where this will lead me, Mom, but I want to do it right." In September 1968, he was deployed to Vietnam. The humid air of Vietnam was a world away from the Kansas plains. As a pilot in the 1st Cavalry Division, Michael's job was to fly his UH-1 Huey helicopter into the heart of the storm, transporting troops, delivering supplies, and evacuating the wounded under constant fire. The chaos was overwhelming, but in the cockpit, Michael found a strange sense of peace. He became a lifeline for the men on the ground. During one harrowing mission over Quang Trau, his helicopter was riddled with enemy fire. Despite the damage, he held steady, managing to extract 6 wounded soldiers from a pinned-down platoon. Back at base, the fuselage looked like a sieve, but every man he went in for came back alive. He wrote in his journal that night, "I daren't know if I am brave or just scared of letting the men who trust me down. But when I take off, I stop thinking. I just fly." Over 2 years, Michael flew more than 400 combat missions. He earned 2 Purple Hearts and the Distinguished Flying Cross for his extraordinary valor. But with every mission, the invisible scars of war grew deeper. The jungle, the explosions, the screams, they haunted his sleep. The cost of his courage was a piece of his own peace. On April 12, 1970, near Khe Sanh, his luck seemed to run out. While attempting a daring extraction in thick fog and heavy fire, his helicopter was hit. He crash-landed in a burst of flames. Ignoring his own injuries, Michael pulled his wounded crewmen from the wreckage. One by one, just as the last man was clear, a second explosion threw him, shattering his legs. His war was over. After months in a military hospital, Michael returned to a Kansas that felt alien. The country he had fought for was divided, and many met returning veterans not with gratitude, but with suspicion and anger. The sounds of fireworks triggered memories of battle. The boy who loved the sky now felt grounded by the weight of his experiences. But Michael was a survivor. Using the GI Bill, he earned a degree in aeronautical engineering and became a flight instructor. He found a new purpose in teaching others to fly. Sharing the lessons of courage and calm he had learned in the skies of Vietnam, his students often remarked on his supernatural sense of peace in the air. He'd tell them, "What matters is never letting fear take control of your hands." In the decades that followed, Michael dedicated himself to healing others who shared his hidden wounds. He founded a small organization called Wings of Hope, offering free flights and therapy for veterans struggling with PTSD. He would take them up over the golden fields of Kansas, sharing the silence of the sky, letting the vastness above do the talking. It was his way of giving them back a piece of the peace that war had stolen. In 2015, he was honored in Washington, D.C. with the Air Medal for Valor. Standing at the podium, his voice thick with emotion, he said, "We didn't fight for medals or flags. We fought for the man standing next to us. That's what real courage is, and that's what never dies." Michael Turner passed away peacefully in his sleep on November 19, 2020. He was 72. On his desk, his daughter found his old war journal and a simple note: "If you ever look for me, look to the sky. I'll still be flying there." At his funeral at Arlington National Cemetery, as his old comrades stood in silent salute, a formation of Huey helicopters flew overhead. The thumping sound of the rotors echoed like a distant heartbeat against the clear blue sky, a final, fitting tribute. Michael Turner, the boy who dreamed of flying, had finally taken his last flight toward a horizon where the sun never sets. Thank you for joining us to honor the life of a true American hero. If stories of courage and sacrifice resonate with you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more. We'll see you next time.